booth again. Does take a loss. But now, guys, we are going to move on to our second matchup, which I feel like maybe Prime's best chance to come out ahead here, but we'll have to see. First, it's true for JINAIR Green Wings, a Zerg player. Very, very good against Terran, but against Protoss so far in Pro League, just 1-1.
Yeah, and I mean, this guy is the king of ZVT. This guy is hashtag so many banelings. And here's Creator. Creator looks like he hasn't slept in 2 days. He's got that down vampire arrow. His last 5 games is 1 out of 5 wins. He's 12-12. Like you said, he's up in the top rankings for wins, but he's just got the most losses too. He's at a 50% win ratio. And to top it all off, in Pro League, he's 1-6. He hasn't qualified for Code. This guy is in a place where he really needs a win, and more so than he needs a win, his team needs a win.
Yep. I feel like Creator, for a long time here, has been Prime's really their only hope. Their guy that actually comes out here and wins games decently consistently. You know, even if you look at his score, he's 50%. He's not like the rest of the Prime team, that's for sure. You look at, you know, you look at Departure, you look at Terror, a bunch of these other guys who come out here all the time and just do not win games. Creator is the one guy comes out here decently consistently and plays all right. And unfortunately for him, he is going to be up against a Zerg, very good Zerg player at that, but may be able to take it. We'll have to see.
Yeah, he may. I actually favor him slightly, even though he's on that huge losing streak, because this isn't True's matchup. But at the same time, it certainly is not Creator's right now with how he's been doing in Pro League. He's not been playing in other tournaments outside of here, so that's all we have to go on. King Sejong Station, a bit Zerg favorite as well. Let's jump into this game number 2. Let's see if Creator can tie things up.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top left, in the green for JINAIR Green Wings, the Zerg player, it is true.
And to the bottom right, in purple for Prime, it's Creator. Going up against the Peter Pan Zerg, maybe he's got a shot going into late game if he can secure that third base, which is Protoss' real strength on this map, I feel. Third base is somewhat easy to take, but the fourth base, not so much, especially when Swarm Hosts come into play.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again on this map where a Protoss player, earlier on, they will have the advantage. They have a lot of good timings they can use on this map. If they break the back rocks there, especially with the Mortals, can be very good. Force field's huge on this map. Taking that third base is decently easy.
Reality is taking a peek.
Yeah.
He's like, so this is what it looks like when there's no Terrans in the game.
But what I was saying before, just once it gets a little bit later, Zerg's definitely having a much easier time. Swarm Hosts control the map, spread that creep everywhere, static defenses in the middle of the map. Roro being one of the best guys, comes out here all the time. Biel, another guy, showing that late game Zerg against Protoss is very, very strong.
Well, True is just going to go over here and check what's going on. I almost would I was about to say he might even be doing a forward hatchery block, because you really very rarely have to scout against Creator. He's not really going to cannon you. He's not going to do some sort of weird one-base cheese. Okay, so I was right. Because you know what? Nobody scouts Creator with a drone. You just don't need to do that. He's going to do a hatch block here, which is going to get into Creator's head. And we've actually seen this, I think, recently with Creator in a PvZ, where he just did not respond right. He pulls a lot of probes here.
Yeah. Already, I mean, he only has 17 probes, but 7 of them are not going to be mining for a very long time.
Was that the game where he was playing against Roro, I think it was, and Roro canceled and the Evo chamber blocked, and then ran his drone around forever? I don't know if True's actually going to be able to do the same. Well, he gets the Evo block, and
oh my god,
he's just really having some trouble there on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evo's still alive, still building. Gonna have to cancel soon here.
Oh my god, it went down to 2 health for a second. And no block.
Okay. Last time we saw a Zerg player just ran their drone around against 3 probes for such a long time. Delayed it for even longer.
What if he's going to take a gas here?
Yeah,
oh, he does.
Yeah.
He takes it. Oh, boy. I would not want to be creator right now. By the way, double hatch before pool back at home. So, like, triple hatch before pool in the long run because he knew he didn't have a forge to worry about.
It's like you wanted to see the GG girls, right?
Yeah. That's why Prime wasn't doing so well. That's why Creator wasn't doing so well. They were gone for a while.
On.
Well, he lets the extractor finish.
And Creator's going to bring 3 probes over here once again. Going to lose a lot of mining time.
Thing is, actually, though, and I will give this tip to anybody, at this stage in the game, if you do have 16 mining, that's about as good as it gets. All the rest of the saturation starts to get less and less effective all the time. And
says he likes Barbie better than the GG girls, but go on.
If you pull 3 probes off, that's the amount of probes you would have had gas mining anyways. And if you still have 16 out of 24 saturation, I think pulling 3 probes is so worth it. I mean, it sucks that he has to do it, but it's like he has to do it at this point.
Yeah, I guess just the better option of 2 not so good options.
Now, probe-wise, Creator's actually ahead here, and you know that's going to change shortly as the drones start to pick up, the larva production starts to pick up.
Once we have these 3 queens pop out on 3 hatcheries, that's when we're going to see major droning going on here for True. But for now, Chronobo's doing well for Creator. Already seeing a bunch of drones coming out here. 1 sentry just to start things off here for Creator. Does have that 1 zealot. Can be used, of course, later on to possibly go for a immortal push. Force field's very good. Creator, one of his key moves that he loves to do. Get that +1, go for a push. Can be very useful on this map as well.
You know, Creator was playing the style that we saw from Stats a lot, the style that we saw from Classic and Code S just on Friday. All through the beginning of Heart of the Swarm, he was just all sky toss all the time. He was adopting that deer style, I guess is the best way to call it, because he was the first person to really do this consistently well. And he kind of got figured out, and now he's going back to his Wings of Liberty style with a bit of extra flair. But I just feel like in Heart of the Swarm, he has not adapted as well as some of the other players.
Probe gets saved.
Now, you know, with the lair coming up here, we could actually see a great variety of things. Because against Creator, you know you're probably safe. Probably not going to attack you with anything crazy. Even sees the probe here.
Hey
hello,
guys.
By the way, thank you for coming.
Third base does get started here. Not to say that it'll definitely be mined from, but we'll have to see. A lot of Protosses sometimes just make that base and go for a timing, but based on the timing back at Creator's base, could definitely be just holding this one.
I think he's going to hold it.
Yeah.
His Forge was a bit delayed for doing a +2 blink timing. He could still go for it. He does make a few sentries here. He's adding 3 more gates now at that wall. But I would say don't hold your breath on Creator doing a Blink Stalker attack on this map. But he could, and that's ways we've seen Creator actually win games in the past. Roach speed started and canceled. I think he's just like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go Swarm Host. You're Creator. You're not going to attack me. I'm going to be fine. And I'm just going to start putting out those Swarm Hosts. I'm not even going into Roaches. Some Speedlings to support. Oh, Infestors?
Just 1. Okay, 2. Do get started there.
I'm trying to remember which Zerg it was, because it may have actually been True himself who went Infestors early on against Protoss and Kodas the other day.
Well, here's the thing. He has identified the fact that Creator has a large amount of sentries. And if you can link Fungals on a big group of sentries that are usually just clumped up due to the control group.
Oh my god, this Overlord.
Yeah, that's going to go down. That's unfortunate.
Okay, the Infestors weren't ready yet. For some reason, I thought the Infestors were with these links. I was like, oh, all the sentries clump up to kill the Overlords. Perfect. But, oh man, this is actually a timing by Creator, but I think he might just get shut down hard by these spines. Needs to save these Zerglings, though. Uh-oh, that was a nice catch here by Creator. Could he maybe make this work? Still, the Infestors and the Spines are a problem. You get sentries locked down. They're already they have a lack of DPS. They also have a lack of hit points. Any hits on those Spine Crawlers are going to crush them.
Spine Crawler's switching positions actually to the wrong side. Now the Stalker's going to start taking down that Queen. Zerglings do pop out. The Fungal is great on a ton of those sentries.
Where's the follow-up Fungal, though? He needs another one. Oh, these two units in a bad spot. Okay, follow-up Fungal hits a few of them. Also hits the Mothership Core. He has a third Infestor, but it doesn't have enough energy yet. That Time Warp is huge. He's just not doing enough damage to the hatchery, I have to say. But he's killing some of these roaches over here. Remember, they don't have speed.
Yeah, no speed. Desperately trying to get out as many roaches as possible. And 5 Stalkers at a time right now. Huge amount of units here for Creator. The Spine Crawler's totally out of position.
That Time Warp and those Force Fields may actually win Creator this game. This doesn't have the Infestors. He didn't get Pathogen Glands, so that's why he needs time. So you can't just pop a few Infestors out now for the answer. That Hatch will certainly go down. And the production of Creator here is off the hook right now, man. And this is looking like it could be another Fungal goes down, but he needs more than that. And he doesn't have it. Infested Terrans dropping down desperately.
Yeah, it's just too many Stalkers here. Time Warps are great as well. The Roaches are going to push forward here, but more Warpins of Creator I feel like should be enough.
Oh, he's got to kite back under that Time Warp. There he does. Spine Crawler goes down here. It's a production problem now because Creator's economy was never affected. His army still holds strong. He's now even killing the last of the Overlords. And this is why I voted for Creator in our predictions. You guys didn't see it, but I feel like True's his style in ZVP is interesting. Well, it's definitely not ready yet for contemporary play.
Yeah, and it definitely was not ready for this push. That's one thing to say. Now Creator having a 3rd base at home. He's got so much pressure at the front. 3 base Protoss versus 2 base. He's not even mining, but if the push does get pushed back, he's going to have that back for him.
Do you think this is just True thinking that Creator would never attack him, or do you think he was ready for an attack, but he was hoping that his investors would be ready for an attack?
I feel like the push came a little bit faster than he was expecting. I feel like he knew this was definitely possible out of Creator. Protosses do this all the time on this map, but it just didn't seem like he was ready for it. He tried to get ready. The Infestor energy we saw wasn't quite there. The follow-up Fungals on the Sentry weren't there, and then from there the Force Fields were just too good. And Creator's push, he's one of the best Protosses at using these Force Fields to his advantage in these pushes, and we saw it once again. He may just back off here.
Oh my god, is he really going to? I mean, this is like the most Creator-like thing I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of Creator games. He's like, nah, I'll beat him in a macro game. I'm like, no, you already beat him, man. He's even going to take this hidden hatch over here. That is cool. I was wondering why he's killing those rocks. He's sending a drone over there to take that base. Now he can go take the 4th base at his old 3rd location, and maybe Creator won't notice it. Creator had more Stalkers than there were Roaches and so much Warpin potential, but he decided to walk back here. Now this gives a little bit more time for True to get more Infestors out, and maybe that's how he's able to come back, because there's no Colossus tech for a long time.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with. I mean, behind this, he was probing up a ton. He has the advantage in workers right now by 20. He has a gigantic advantage. That's something you have to note, but he's also giving True the opportunity to come back, which is very dangerous. If you think about Creator, we've seen it so many times where he's just scared to attack, won't go for the attacks. And if he gives True too much room, True definitely has a chance to come back.
They're actually getting supply blocked here quite heavily, having to make 3 pylons at once. Was at one time, I think, making 5 at once. And don't forget, those Infestors with their burrow movement always harass a 4th base later. He's up to now 7 of them. 7 of those Infestors versus 30 Stalkers. If there was a direct engagement, he might be able to take it. And it looks like he's just going to unlock the 2nd entrance here. And he's going to check for a 4th base on the high ground, swooping around. That's a really important watchtower that Creator has here. Let's see how he splits his units.
Well, right now, True going to come over here to the rocks, open up that sideways path, and actually the Infestors can burrow and go in there and maybe fungal on some of those probes. Could go for some harass there. Not going to kill it. Oh, is going to come back and kill it. Maybe a little bit of a mistake.
Just deserting over there. I don't know about this too much. He's going to actually target down that Immortal maybe.
And he may get it, but a blink forward that he wasn't expecting. But look at this. He is going to take this engagement. No, the blink is ready. The fungals were not there. And losing a bunch of units over there now.
Missing another fungal here. There's a good fungal. You can actually beat these Stalkers in a straight-up fight until the other Stalkers come down. They're a bit late to the party here. And these fungals are really, really good. Okay, now starting to blink on top of those Infestors. And he's not burrowing them, so... Okay, that's going to end up being a pretty good trade for Creator. There's that burrow.
There we go. No observer over there just yet. Tries to come over again. But these Blink Stalkers are going to go on the chase. Going to pick off more and more roaches.
1-1 is on the way. And a hive. Back at home for True. That's 1-1 for units that melee units that he doesn't really have. I think he's hoping that he's going to get fungals with Lings. And then maybe go into Vipers or something, deal with the Colossi, and just go into a Ling heavy count. I mean, no matter what he does, there's no good choice because Creator just has this massive army. He didn't lose too many Stalkers to the Infestors. This base is now spotted. It's dead. He can transfer his drones to the other side.
Ling's going to get a decent surround on a lot of these Stalkers. A nice fungal goes down as well. Those Stalkers are going to die. But I'm more scared for True about the push on the other side of things. Already coming in there at the natural.
Yeah, he's going to kill the Roach Boar in here too, actually. And now he's just doing some mana force fields here. Bear is focused. He's won this game. And Brennan, we are going to get to see Terror play today.
Nice. Blink forward does go down. The fungals are going to go on to some of those Stalkers, but another blink forward. And with the observer there, cannot burrow your way out of this one.
No way, Jose.
GG.
Prime hanging in there. Very important win here for Creator.
Yeah. Well, you called it, man. ZVP for True, he was just not ready for the push that Creator came across. I feel like it came a little bit faster than he expected. +1 finish, very fast, chronoed that out. Added the gates, never sent the probes over to the third base.
He's trying to sell hexagon-shaped tires in a market that's just not ready for that yet. Like, he's going into these strange infestor plays early on that in the way the matchup is played right now just doesn't quite work. You know, say he gets pads and glands and he gets more energy on those infestors. Maybe that's what gives him enough, but then that's expensive, so he can't make as many infestors. So he's like, this is fine.